Hi VC, back again with another cracking vinyl. Voice is still really down there somewhere, so hope it lasts out. At least I'm not going to, hopefully not fold up in a crease of coughing. But anyway, let's get to the records. First off, I actually bought some 7-inches for the first time in ages the other day. Most of them were 25p, some of them were 50p. All 80s, maybe one 1990, oh, I don't know. But anyway, start off with The Alarm, Rain in the Summertime, one of my favourite bands of the 80s, absolutely love The Alarm, cracking song. Eighth Wonder, I'm Not Scared, which was written by Pet Shop Boys, and I think they recorded the version on one of their early albums. Classic pop single. Paul Weller's protege, DC Lee, See the Day, which I think was covered for one of those comic relief thingies, don't know. Jane Veedlin, Rush Hour, member of the Go-Go's, classic pop single from the 80s this is. Rush Hour was a brilliant song. Earlier in the 80s, Mobiles, Drowning in Berlin, great song, really good pop. Getting Away with It, electronic, I think, was this released in 19... Doesn't actually say. 89, it's another 80s song. This was Bernard Sumner, Neil Tennant and Johnny Marr joining forces to produce an album. And this was, I think this was the first single of it. Great single. And then one hit wonder, Oh Well, which is a sort of dancey cover of the Fleetwood Mac tune, Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac. Oh Well, there we go. Now, then I bought some 12-inches as well, all by the same band actually. Somebody must have just dumped them in a charity shop. I got these from a charity shop in South Woodford in London, East London. They're by a band called The Blow Up. I'm a sucker for anything on Creation Records. I absolutely adore that label. I think for one of the competition entries that I chose Creation as one of the labels, along with Sub Pop, just like for my musical taste quite a lot. Blow Up were kind of considered to be the runts of the early Creation roster. Didn't really achieve much. I think they recorded one album, which I don't have, and a couple of singles for Creation, and then moved on to other labels. But here we've got Good For Me. We've also got Pool Valley, which was their other single for Creation. Then they moved to Cherry Red and recorded Forever Holiday. They then re-released Forever Holiday on Eddie Ister Records. And then rounded out on Cherry Records. Is that Cherry Red? I don't know. Anyway, with Own World Waiting. And I think this was 1990, so they'd moved on a few times by then. But it's late 80s indie. I mean, love it. At the same shop, I also got a copy of this compilation called On the Dotted Line. This was a live album recorded in January '87 for at the ICA. They must have put on a load of gigs for up and coming bands, and it's actually got some really good bands on it. It's got Voice of the Beehive are on it. Brilliant Corners, who I really rate. Blue Aeroplanes are on it. Wonder Stuff with Wish Away, really early recording of that. Crazy Head, Snake Eyes, Crazy Head, Grebo, yay. But I haven't listened to the other bands on it yet, but I'm looking forward to hearing that. That's cool. That was a pound. Few country bits and pieces I picked up. This was on the same trip. I think I got these in Palmer's Green, I can't remember. Never Ending Story, Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. I don't know the story behind these two. Were they together. I don't know. I'm sure Headley will tell me what was going on between them. But this is great. There's some really good songs on here. Really good performances. Really like this. And then with it, I also got, which I think might be a later one, I'm not sure. I got Dynamic Duo. Haven't listened to this one yet. But if it's... Or have I listened to this one? No, I've listened to both of them because it's Hey Good Looking. I know that. Because I heard that. It was really good. Or is that on the other album? Is it on both of them? No. Anyway, great performances. Loved both of those. That's brilliant. Haven't listened to this one yet. Best of Tom Paul and the Glazer Brothers. I've got a Tom Paul Glazer album which I really quite enjoyed, so I thought I saw this for a couple of quid, picked it up. Haven't listened to it yet. I'm really looking forward to it. On MGM Records. Should be really good. Then back in Exeter, was that back in Exeter? No, these. Same trip, Palmer's Green. I had to get this. Odyssey. Their greatest hits. There's some great songs on here. Going back to my roots, Use It Up, Wear It Out, Lucky Star, Inside Out. It's great. Disco. I'm sorry, but there are some good stuff. As James often says, there is some good stuff there. And I really enjoyed listening to this. I mean, look, fashion crimes committed in the late 70s are just awful. But this is great music. Love it. Yeah, another different record. Also picked up. Railroad Man by Hank Snow. I'm sure I've seen this on the BBC somewhere. I'm sure a few people have shown this one. This is great. Train songs. Just absolutely brilliant. Loved it. Loved listening to this. Fantastic. And look at that cover. How can you go wrong with a cover like that? Absolutely brilliant. And that was on RCA. I think it's reissue though. It says 1963 copyright, but I doubt it's... Oh, it's got a barcode, so it is a reissue. But who cares? It's brilliant. I haven't listened to this one either, but I picked this up for the cover alone because I love the cover. This is Brain Salad Surgery by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I don't really care what it's like. The cover's not the greatest shape, but it's good enough. This is H.R. Geiger, who designed the Alien life forms for the Alien movies and has done some fantastic artwork. It's just a fantastic album cover, and I thought, well, I'm probably never ever going to get a mint copy. But it's got all the bits and pieces. It's got the book and everything, so all the little insert, and the record itself looks in really good shape. But I could just put that on the wall and forget about the record, to be honest. Then I also picked up a copy of this for a quid, Floyd Joint. I've just listened to this. It's sort of jazz funky sort of stuff, but it's got a lot of soul, a lot of R&B in it. It's quite a good listen, actually. I only listened to the first side, and I'm definitely going to listen to that again because I really enjoyed it. They didn't have much success. I think they got a few singles up around number 75, at least in 84. But terrific, loved it. Not my usual stuff, but yeah, you got to branch out sometimes. And then when I was back in Exeter, I went to one of my favourite places to buy used records, which is a hospice care in the centre of Exeter. And I picked up this one, Shirley Bassey Something. I picked this up because it's her kind of approaching more rock stuff. Well, not rock, but it's got things like Something on it, which is a good version of the Beatles song. It's got Spinning Wheel, which I really like, the song. It's got her version of My Way, and I can't usually take that song. It just gets my goat, but this version's alright. And then the reason I've got this is because of Light My Fire. She did a brilliant version of Light My Fire. Absolutely fantastic, the Doors song. And I've got this on not this exact album, but I've got some of the tracks on a tape somewhere. So it's really good to have it on vinyl, and the record itself looks like it's hardly been played. Covers glue's coming away. I've tried sticking it a couple of times to try again, but this is a great record. Really enjoyed listening to this. Absolutely. Dates, I think it's late 60s, on United Artists, about 69, maybe 70, but this is great. Also picked up an early Dolly compilation, Dolly at her best. This is great as well. I don't like 80s Dolly very much. I just doesn't do it for me. 9 to 5 really. Ugh. But this is great. It's got some really good. It's got good songs. Muleskin of Blues, Gypsy Joe and Me, In the Ghetto, which is great. But for my money, it's better than the Elvis version. That's another song I really don't like the original very much. But this is really good. Just because I'm a woman, it's great. This is great. So I think I'm going to have to invent. If I see any more early Dolly knocking around, then I'll get it. I think this one this one's 1972 compilation. So I'm going to get some of the early Dolly stuff because it's really good. And then this was a great pickup. This was still in the well, it wasn't sealed, but it was still in the cover. Lester Flatt, Country Boy, featuring a Feuding Banjos. Yeah, he's done a version of Feuding Banjos on it. But this is great stuff. Really, really enjoyed listening to this one. Absolutely brilliant. Released in, when was this released? 73, I think. Yeah, 1973. He's a happy smiley chappy on the cover, and it's just great. Obviously happy smiling because he's behind him. There we go. Well, hey. Brilliant record. Loved it. So that's one update. It's covered some of the... I did a massive record haul in London a couple of weeks ago. I just went around about, I don't know, I must have gone around about 30 charity shops. Muswell Hill, Palmer's Green, Woodford. I just went all over the place because I had a day, some time to kill, and I thought, all right, go for it. So this is the first batch. I'm going to do the second batch in a minute, but I might not upload it till later. But then it's on my phone and I can just do it whenever I want. So, for now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed some of those records. Hope you this inspired you to maybe go and check some of them out. Cheers, VC. See you later. Bye.